What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Thursday, January 25th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 7-game NBA slate tonight. So let's take a look at the point guard position. So I'm going to give you a value play here. I like Drew Holiday. And he's from the Boston Celtics playing the Miami Heat, who have a good defense overall. They've been good versus opposing point guards. But Drew Holiday has averaged 31.3 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 34 minutes per game with a 17% usage rate. He's projected at 33.8 fantasy points here tonight, and that's 5.5 times value. Drew Holiday only 6,100 DraftKings salary. He's 1,100 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 224.5 points scored in this game. But I like this play because Drew Holiday looks like he sat out for a game. Looks like his salary, he played pretty bad. So, okay, his last 3 games scored a 39, a 0, and a 14. So he played 29 minutes, scored 14 fantasy points, had a bad performance, and it looks like he sat out a game. Then he came back last game, played 38 minutes, and scored 39 fantasy points. So it looks like the fire has been relit under Drew Holiday, and he's playing here tonight at only 6,100 DraftKings salary. I think that's a steal on DK. So I like Drew Holiday here versus the Miami Heat. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. So another value play here, I like Malik Monk from the Sacramento Kings playing the Golden State Warriors, who have the 11th worst defense overall, give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Malik Monk averaging 29.5 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 26 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. He's projected at 29.3 fantasy points here tonight, just about 5 times value, only 6,000 DraftKings salary, and only 500 more on FanDuel, so I like that price on both sites. You got a high-scoring game. Vegas thinks there's going to be 240.5 points scored in this game. Great matchup for Malik Monk, who scored 28, 25, and 29 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 24, 26, and 29 minutes. So consistent minutes, consistent production. So I like Malik Monk here versus the Golden State Warriors. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like DeMar DeRozan from the Chicago Bulls playing the Los Angeles Lakers, who have the 10th worst defense overall, middle of the pack defending opposing small forwards. DeMar DeRozan averaging 38.2 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 37 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. So I like this pick because he's projected at 36.7 fantasy points here tonight, which is under his season average, and that's 5 times value. So he's got some upside in this matchup. And he's only 7,400 DraftKings salary, 600 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 226 points scored in this game. DeMar DeRozan has scored 33, 39, and 43 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 39, 36, and 38 minutes. So I like DeMar DeRozan here versus the LA Lakers. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. So here is a sleeper pick. I like Kelly Olynyk from the Utah Jazz playing the Washington Wizards, who have the absolute worst defense overall, give up the 6th most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Kelly Olynyk averaging 22.6 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 21 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate. He's projected at 22.3 fantasy points here tonight. Now that's 6.2 times value because he's only $3,600 DraftKings salary. Now he's $1,100 more on FanDuel, but I think he's a fantastic sleeper pick on DraftKings. Vegas thinks there's going to be 244 points scored in this game. It's a great matchup. Kelly Olynyk is an offensive player. He can score the ball. If he gets 20 minutes out there tonight, I think he can crush value. So I like Kelly Olynyk as a sleeper play, a sleeper pick here versus the Washington Wizards. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, moving on to the center position. I'm going to go ahead and stack this game. I think you could play DeRozan, and I think you can also play Nikola Vucevic from the Chicago Bulls playing the Los Angeles Lakers. Sometimes I say LA Lakers, but I guess it's supposed to be Los Angeles Lakers and it's the LA Clippers. And apparently there is a difference there. But when I'm just reading it out from the screen, sometimes I tend to just say what's in front of my face. So Nikola Vucevic, he is $7,800 DraftKings salary. He's playing the LA Lakers, who have the 10th worst defense overall. Got a pretty good defense here versus opposing centers, but Vucevic averaging 39.2 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 34 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. So he's only projected at 35.7 fantasy points here tonight. That's under his season average, and that's 4.6 times value. I don't know if that's because of the matchup, tough matchup versus the Lakers, the center position, but I think he can go out there and crush it here tonight. So he's only $7,800 DraftKings salary, $500 more on FanDuel. We know Vegas thinks there's going to be 226 points scored in this game, but now Nikola Vucevic has scored 52, 30, and 60 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 36, 25, and 34 minutes. So he clearly has that 50-plus fantasy point upside. So I like Nikola Vucevic here versus the LA Lakers. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.